Good morning, children. This video is for anyone who's working in the Obelisk group. Before we start today's learning, please make sure you do the Fluent in 5, which is on the screen now. Pause the video and answer the questions, and once you've finished answering them, press play and the answers will appear. And here are your answers for your Fluent in 5 today. Pause the video again and just check to see whether you got the question right or wrong. Okay, so on with today's learning. So the next 3 weeks you're going to be looking at statistics, and today we are going to be looking at interpreting data from pictograms in order to answer questions. Pictograms are a way of collecting data using pictures to represent the numbers. So if we have a look at today's question, the first one here, we've got complete the missing section of the pictogram using the information below. And in our table we've got on the left hand column we've got club. So there's 5 different clubs. We've got karate, art, singing, puzzles and sewing. And then we've got these pictures of smiley faces. Now the first thing we need to look at is the key. And this is the key here. And it says that the key, that each smiley face is worth 4 children. So what we're going to do first, we're going to count up how many people do the karate club. So we're going to count in fours. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32. I'm just going to put that next to the picture. We've got to do the same here. So we go 4, 8, but we're going to stop there. Here we've got half of the picture of this smiley face. So when there's a half, that means it's half of the value here. So half of 4 equals 2. So this is worth 4, this is worth 4, and this is worth 2. So we need to add this up correctly. So 4 plus another 4 is 8, plus 2 equals 10. Now we've been given some questions to help us finish off our pictogram. It says 6 fewer children go to art club than karate club. So 6 children less than the amount that go to karate club go to art club. So we need to do what's 32 take away 6. We can do this using a written method, but written method could help us. If you can do it in your head, that's just as good using a mental method. So here I'll use a written method. You can't do 2 take away 6 because this number is greater than that. So we're going to exchange. We take 1 from the 3, so that turns to a 2. And then we put the 1 in front of the 2. So we now got the number 12. 12 take away 6 equals 2. And 12 take away 6 equals 6. I do apologise. And 2 take away nothing equals 2. So the answer is 26. Now, we now need to draw smiley faces into this. But before, how we do this now is we have to work out how many 4s go into 26. So we do our 4 times table. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28. Now we know that 26 is not in a 4 times table. So we're going to have to use what they did here and use half. So we're going to count to the nearest multiple of 4 to 26, which is below. So 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. That means I have to draw 6 full faces. Now it's not an art lesson, so it can be very an average sort of drawing. Now because there is 2 remaining, which is half of 4, we just need to draw half of a face. So like that, and we've got half of a face. I should also note that you don't need to print off this worksheet if you don't want. If you want to print it off, you're more than welcome to. But if you can't, you could just draw out the table yourself in your book and just copy in the information. B, 4 more children go to puzzles club than singing club. So 4 more children go to puzzles club than singing club. We know there's 10 children who go to singing club, and it says here that 4 more children go to puzzles club. So we need to do 10 plus 4, which is 14. Again, if we use our 4 times table here, 4, 8, 12, 16. So 14 is not in the 4 times table, but we know we can get 3 lots of 4 because 12 is the closest multiple of 4 before 14. So I need to do 3 smiley faces. And because we're on 12 and we only need 2 more to make 14, we have to half a face again. And then the last statement is half the number of children that go to karate club go to sewing club. So half. So we need to do what's half of 32. So we can do 32 divided by 2, sorry. So we could use our division method. 2 goes into 3 once, 1 remaining. 2 goes into 12 6 times. So we need to choose the right amount of smiley faces that represent 16. Well, 16 is in our 4 times table, 4 times. So I need to draw 4 full faces. And that's the first question done. I'm going to have a look at the second question now. Answer the questions about the number of cupcakes sold in a cafe. So remember, the first thing we need to look at is we look at the table. So we've got 5 different cupcakes and it says number of cupcakes sold. And we've got these halves again. But before we can actually work out any of these questions, let's work out what 1 cupcake is worth by looking at the key. So 1 cupcake is equal to 10 cupcakes sold. So this one picture, a picture of a cupcake, is equal to 10 cupcakes sold. So it says here, how many chocolate cupcakes were sold? So this is chocolate. So we're going to count. So each one is worth a multiple of 10. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Remember, this is going to be half. So half of 5 is 10. Half of 10 is 5, sorry. Half of 10 is 5. So we'll go again. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65. How many fewer carrot cupcakes were sold than the lemon cupcakes? Now, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to not answer this question just yet. What I'm going to do is actually write the answer for the amount for each question, each pictogram here now, so we can have that information ready for us. So we already said that there was 65 chocolate. We'll go to carrot. 10, 20, 30 plus 5 because it's half. 35. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 55. So we can now go back to this question. How many fewer carrot cupcakes were sold than lemon cupcakes? So we need to do a subtraction because of this word here. Fewer. So we need to find carrot and lemon. So we need to do 70, take away 35. We can't do 0 take away 5 because that number is greater. So we need to exchange. We turn the 7 into a 6 and carry that 1 across. So 10 take away 5 is 5. 6 take away 3 is 3. So the answer is 35. How many red velvet and vanilla cupcakes were sold in total? This word here tells us that we need to use addition. So we need to find how many red velvet and vanilla cupcakes were sold all together. So we've got vanilla and red velvet. So we need to do 50 plus 55. So 55 plus 50 equals 5 plus 0 is 5. 5 plus 5 is 10. We put the 0 there, carry the 1 across, and then we're going to have 105. 105 is our answer. Last but not least, how many more chocolate cupcakes were sold than carrot cupcakes? So how many more chocolate cupcakes were sold than carrot cupcakes? This question here, again, even though it's more, the way that it's written is asking us to find the difference. So we need to do subtraction. So we've got to take the chocolate and the carrot and subtract 65, the 35 from 65. 5 take away 5 is 0. 6 take away 3 is 3. So our answer is 30. That's your input for today's lesson. Please do the worksheet that is for today's task, and best of luck.